back to Planet Zoo, more in fact, Paws and Claws Zoo, episode 6. We're smashing through the episodes and we're actually making great progress on the zoo. In this episode, we are tackling a full lion habitat zone, complete with a grandstand view. Viewing gallery is what you're seeing get built right now, as also a custom lion enclosure, fully custom, and also a brand new staff and research facility to support not just the lions growing operations and experiences, but also the zoo, because we're getting further in the back of the zoo at the moment. So the more and more staff facilities and research areas we build, the better it is for the staff to, transport the animals and bring research and, better equipment to each enclosure itself. Now, for this episode, or for this build itself, we're going to be building viewing galleries for the guests to watch the lions. So basically this enclosure is obviously a lion enclosure, so it's got to have quite secure and basically jump-proof, climb-proof walls and everything. So that's what you can see me doing now, doing a big steel gate with some massive steel pillars as well. Basically, we've got to carefully plan the Lion Grandstand, designed to give the guests an elevated view and safe vantage point to admire the animals, which means, from structural supports to pathways and landscaping. Wanted to make it also seamlessly sort of design with the rest of the park, that it sort of flows better through into this enclosure as well. The gallery offers panoramic views of the lion enclosure and also allows visitors to get up close without disturbing them. So we'll do the viewing galleries on this side, and then pretty much a path that runs all the way along with an elevated path on the left, so they're able to stand up over the exhibit as well and be able to look down over the animals itself. Now the whole enclosure is encased with this fully custom fence because if you can't tell already, lions can jump and they're fast and they're big animals, so they need a lot of room for that. So that means they need really tall and secure fences and gates and stuff. So throughout the entire enclosure, it's going to be pretty much structurally sound in order for them to stay well put. The lion enclosure itself pretty much captures their environment, as does all the other animals in the zoo, using the natural terrain and rock formations and also some tall grass. And they love the sort of the overgrown savannah African trees that provide a lot of shading as well. So we do a couple of them before we finish decorating with some waterfalls and some more rocks and enrichment in their enclosure. We'll also obviously add the enrichment and animal welfare into the enclosure itself to obviously make sure that their enrichment needs are being met. And then I also added this little area here for, it's like a little pram stroller parking for when you do the shows. Obviously you can't take prams and strollers up into the grandstand itself, so we did a little area there just to put the prams and everything there, just so they're able to not miss out as well, because the parents like to see stuff as well. So yeah, we had to make sure that there was a spot there to put all the strollers and all that sort of work there. And then I also wanted to have a little entrance to the animals itself. So that's what you saw me just building right there. A couple of some African lion statues, and that right next to the waterfalls, which make it look very enticing and lovely for the guests to walk up a nice big stand, the stairs, and you just are welcomed with these two massive statues, and then you're able to see the enclosure itself. So that was obviously an important stage to build, as well as the staff room facility, which is back at the back of the enclosure itself. So think of like a Dreamworld enclosure where they sort of come through the gates at the rear, and that's where they come and go from from the enclosure itself, so they're able to walk through there and obviously enter the enclosure, give them the shows, and also, you know, give them their food and everything like that. So that's at the back of the enclosure, and it sort of wraps around the side. We've got the staff building, we've got like a research center, the veterinarian center. We've got everything that they need in there, so obviously wanted to make sure that it was quite close as well. You see me here lowering the fence. I wanted to see if maybe that might give a better view to the guest itself. Turns out the lions can jump over that height, so we obviously had to take it back to the original height because that was sufficient enough for them not to be able to jump over. So we obviously had to go back and adjust that. But yeah, it's coming along very nicely. We're obviously adding the same wooden beams and stone accents and all that into the staff building itself, as well as the grandstand buildings, because obviously we want it to flow between, well, seamlessly between, you know, enclosures, staff buildings. Pretty much any building will have that sort of, you know, vibe to it. The whole area obviously supports the welfare and long-term management of the zoo's growing animal collection, not just the lions itself. It's a modern facility, obviously, at the back that includes like staff offices, like I said, and research labs and supply storage. We'll obviously have to add more detailing into it, but we'll do that live streaming. So if you aren't subscribed, make sure you do, because we are live streaming here and also just taking up live streaming on Twitch again. So make sure to subscribe to Jade Spate Gaming on Twitch for, you know, not just this, but other games as well. So, you know, a little self promo there. Never hurt nobody. Fully realized ecosystem, combining the guest experience from the grandstands, the animal comfort and operational aspect at the back. It's obviously a huge step forward in the zoo itself to bring in the guests, because obviously it's a massive animal, it's a massive attraction. The guests want to be able to come and interact with the lions as well. We'll be doing food presentations, as well as, you know, talk shows throughout the day. We'll probably do a couple a day as well, which is very exciting for the guests. So yeah, it's obviously going to bring in a lot of guests, because obviously that's what the guests want to see. So yeah, we had to make sure that it was very well equipped with the amount of guests that will be coming into this area. We've got the wide footpaths with obviously lots of seating areas, and then we'll obviously you saw me putting in some vending machines and everything like that. We will do a little live update after this as well, because we'll do some obviously some bits and bops throughout off camera as well, so or even on stream. So yeah, we'll do a little live walkthrough at the end of this episode of the whole area. So yeah, but yeah, obviously there's going to be a lot of people coming through this area, so we have to make sure that obviously it's all equipped. There's lots of seating area, like this little seating area there, looking out over the water, sort of away from everyone. So it's sort of like a reflection area, if you will, just on the little lake. You've got the sound of the waterfall to your left, the sounds of the lions behind you, and then obviously the foodery everywhere in front. And it's just, yeah, tucked away nicely. We hide it with some, yeah, trees and foliage and everything, and I think it looks really nice. Obviously we'll have to go through and do some more around the pathing system with the fences and everything, but it's looking really good. Obviously, yeah, there's lots to come for this, because lions are a big animal and they need a lot of stuff, so there's still lots more to come. But with that being said, we will go and do a live walkthrough right now, so I will see you on the next one. Thank you so much for watching, and subscribe. Hello everyone, and welcome to the Lion Enclosure. So as you walk up these stairs, you obviously are welcomed with the, I guess, the Asian inspired lion statues. We've just obviously had some feeding done, and then you get greeted with this wonderful area here. So we've got, like I said before, the pram area here where you can drop your prams. Obviously I think I will cover this area with the flooring, or maybe just to here, just to cover it up a little bit more. But yeah, you come here, you can look out over the enclosure, which is lovely. I don't actually know where they are. Yeah, I'm not too sure where they are, but you get to this grandstand. I'm actually really happy with how these turned out. We've obviously had to cover all of the flooring to make it look realistic. But yeah, you can come here. You're able to walk up the stairs, find a seat, and then you get obviously not the best view because it's a tall fence, but we've got the talk show here. So we'll have the guest, we'll have the staff member here doing a talk show, standing here, welcoming the guests, probably getting them to come over, throwing some food over or whatnot. And then, yeah, we've got the smaller one over here as well, which is very cool. We might need to change that grass a little bit. It is a little bit long. And then we get to the staff building as well. I wanted to make it look realistic, so obviously added some doors, but it's just walk through, and then obviously we've got the nice open window so they can keep an eye on the lions themselves. We haven't finished that side, but that'll be later to come. And then we walk back over here. Now we have actually in fact done a live stream, so there is a lot different down here. Bear with me while this is going on. I'm doing some custom stairs. So obviously I'll lower them to make it more that height, but all this area. So we've got a nice little cafe here. We've got some seats here. You can order your coffee and then go around the other side. We've got some vending machines, all custom plated to pretty much cover everything up. And we've got some nice lights. The lighting looks great with these like little fairy lights. Yeah, we've got these guys selling some little burgers, sandwiches, ice cream, some more drinks, another machine there, and then yeah, you get your coffee here. We'll have to add some more stuff inside it to make it look less bare. But then we come down here, like look at these stairs. Look how nice they look. I spent a hot minute making them. So we've got them on both sides, and then we've got this lovely area to overlook the lake and the grand domes themselves. So obviously all around it it'll all be made to look nice, but we've got a lovely relaxation area here. Again, some more vending machines, custom sides, everything like that to make it look a little bit more neat and nice. I might actually, in fact, cover the sides up. But yeah, look how nice these stairs are. Obviously there's a little bit of glitching going on, but that's okay, is what it is. I'm happy with them. Got some staff doors to go in there. Like I said, we'll have to add some stuff in there as well. But yeah, this is the area. We've got all this area to work with as well, so we'll do some similar stuff to over here. And then we'll do another path down there and around here, and that's pretty much that side done. I'm very happy with it. But yeah, that is the Lion Enclosure. Oh, there they are. Oh, there they are, having a nap. Good jobs. Lovely. But yeah, that is the Lion Enclosure. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like if you did enjoy this build, and make sure to subscribe and keep the notifications turned on, because I will be streaming, like I said, not just here but also on Twitch. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. See ya.